Yellowstone National Park, a land of stunning beauty. Geysers erupt with scalding water, majestic bison roam free, but beneath this serene landscape lies a secret, a slumbering giant, a force of nature capable of unimaginable destruction. This is Yellowstone Supervolcano, a ticking time bomb. We are drawn to Yellowstone's beauty, oblivious to the danger below. But the Earth has a long memory, and it sometimes speaks in fiery whispers. Whispers that tell of past eruptions. Eruptions that dwarfed anything humanity has ever witnessed. These whispers hint at a terrifying future. A future that could begin with the awakening of the giant beneath Yellowstone. Volcanoes, mountains of fire and fury, they inspire awe and fear. But a supervolcano? That's a different beast entirely. It's not just bigger, it's a category all its own. Imagine a volcano capable of ejecting over 240 cubic miles of material. That's the minimum to be called a supervolcano. These eruptions are not fiery fountains of lava. They are explosive blasts that can obliterate continents. They can plunge the world into a volcanic winter. Supervolcanoes are not mountain peaks. They are hidden giants. Their immense magma chambers lie deep underground. Yellowstone sits atop one such chamber, a cauldron of molten rock stretching for miles, waiting. Yellowstone's past is a story written in fire, a tale of immense power and destruction that has shaped the very land we stand on today. 3 times in the last 2.1 million years, the supervolcano has erupted. Each of these eruptions left an indelible mark on the planet. Each eruption was a cataclysm, a force of nature that reshaped the world. The first, 2.1 million years ago, was the largest. It was an event of unimaginable scale. It ejected 590 cubic miles of material. This colossal amount of debris was enough to cover entire regions in ash. Ash blanketed much of North America, transforming the landscape into a desolate wasteland. The second eruption, 1.3 million years ago, was smaller in comparison. Yet it was still a formidable force, but still powerful enough to reshape the landscape. Mountains crumbled, valleys formed, and the Earth was forever altered. The most recent eruption, 630,000 years ago, created the Yellowstone caldera. This was a defining moment in the region's geological history. That's the massive crater we see today, a reminder of nature's raw power. These eruptions were devastating. They changed the course of history. Imagine thousands of square miles buried under ash. Entire ecosystems were wiped out. Sunlight blocked out for years. Temperatures plummet. The world was plunged into darkness. The Earth plunged into a volcanic winter. Life struggled to survive in the harsh conditions. These are not just ancient events, they are warnings. A reminder that the forces beneath Yellowstone are still active. Reminders of the power that lies dormant beneath Yellowstone. A power that could awaken at any moment, reshaping our world once again. Section 4. The Day the Earth Changes. Imagining a super eruption. What would happen if Yellowstone erupted today? The very ground would tremble. A massive column of ash and gas would shoot into the atmosphere. This is just the beginning. Pyroclastic flows, rivers of hot gas and ash, would race across the landscape, vaporizing everything in their path. The ash cloud would spread, blanketing much of North America, plunging the continent into darkness. Breathing would become difficult, air travel would grind to a halt, crops would fail, food and water would become scarce. The global climate would be disrupted, temperatures could drop drastically, rainfall patterns would shift, the delicate balance of life on Earth would be thrown into chaos. And we, humans, would be left to face the consequences. Section 5. Keeping an eye on the beast monitoring Yellowstone. The possibility of a Yellowstone eruption is a sobering thought, but scientists are not sitting idly by. They are constantly monitoring the supervolcano, using a variety of instruments. Seismometers track earthquakes, GPS receivers measure ground deformation. Gas sensors detect changes in volcanic gases. This data provides clues about the state of the magma chamber, about the potential for an eruption. The good news? Yellowstone is not showing signs of an imminent eruption. The magma chamber is not expanding rapidly. The ground is not deforming unusually. But vigilance is key. Yellowstone is a dynamic system. Change can happen quickly. Continuous monitoring is essential. It gives us the best chance of predicting a future eruption, and perhaps preparing for the unthinkable. Section 6. Can we stop the unstoppable? The ethics of intervention. The idea of stopping a supervolcano might seem like science fiction, but what if it isn't? What if we could actually intervene? Scientists are exploring possibilities that once seemed unimaginable. They are delving into the depths of the Earth, studying volcanic activity with unprecedented precision. Could we cool down the magma chamber? This question leads to complex scientific inquiries and innovative technological solutions. Could we release pressure by drilling? This idea, while intriguing, comes with its own set of challenges and potential dangers. These are not simple questions, and the risks are immense. The scientific community is divided, with some advocating for intervention and others warning of the potential consequences. Tampering with a supervolcano could have unintended consequences. The delicate balance of nature could be disrupted in ways we cannot predict. It could even trigger an eruption, causing the very disaster we are trying to prevent. The ethical implications are profound. Should we play God with nature? Is it our place to interfere with such powerful natural forces? Do we have the right to interfere with such a powerful force of nature, even if it's for the sake of humanity's survival? This question weighs heavily on the minds of scientists and ethicists alike. These are questions with no easy answers. The stakes are high, the consequences unimaginable. The debate rages on with no clear resolution in sight, but as we learn more about Yellowstone, we must grapple with these ethical dilemmas. The more we understand, the more complex the questions become. We must decide how far we are willing to go to prevent a catastrophe. The future of our planet may depend on the choices we make today. Section 7. Living with Uncertainty, Our Supervolcanic Future. Yellowstone is a reminder of the immense power of nature, a force that has shaped our world for millions of years. It is also a reminder of the fragility of our existence, of how small we are in the grand scheme of things. We may never be able to predict exactly when a supervolcano will erupt. But we can prepare. Preparation is our best defense against the unknown. We can study these geological giants, understanding their patterns and behaviors. We can learn from past eruptions, analyzing the data, and drawing lessons from history. We can develop early warning systems, using technology to give us a head start in the face of danger. We can create evacuation plans, ensuring that communities know what to do when the time comes. We can invest in research, funding the scientists and projects that seek to understand these natural phenomena. The future is uncertain, but by understanding the forces that shape our planet, we can better prepare for what lies ahead. We can face the unknown with knowledge, with courage, and with a sense of responsibility, and with a profound respect for the awesome power of the natural world, a power that can both create and destroy. We are but a small part of a vast and ancient universe, a universe that has seen countless events unfold over billions of years. Yellowstone reminds us of that, of our place in the cosmos and the delicate balance of life on Earth. It reminds us to tread lightly, to be mindful of our impact on the environment, to respect the power of the planet we call home, a planet that has its own rhythms and cycles. For in the grand scheme of things, we are all just visitors, passing through time, experiencing a brief moment in the Earth's long history. On a planet that ultimately belongs to itself, a planet that will continue to evolve long after we are gone.